Hi everyone, my name is Irene Kim and I'm a stylist and I'm the co-owner of La Closet, which is a fashion consultancy in Toronto. And I'm super excited to be here today at the Ignite Speaker Series. And I'm actually at Yorkdale Mall and I'm going to be using some of the stores to help me illustrate some fall and winter looks for you today. And for sure I'm going to be talking to you about trends and like the direction of fashion, but I think for us who live in Canada, despite trends, the absolute most important thing is that we're warm during the winter. So I want to make sure that everything I show you today, you'll be able to wear when it's cold, you'll be able to wear it when it's snowing, which means lots of layers and good shoes. All right, so let's get started. So we're gonna start with suiting because suiting is still the main go-to in your industry. And so I decided to put on what I call a short suit. So it's a blazer with a culotte underneath, as something that's a little bit different than just a blazer and a trouser, which we're all used to wearing. So I just want to start off with blazers. So over the past few seasons, blazers have become longer, they've become, double-breasted, they've become slouchier, a bit more masculine, a bit more throwback to the 80s than we've been used to for the last, 10 years, where we had those really tailored blazers and they were a bit shorter, may have had one or two buttons. So this is sort of the kind of what's happening in the blazer world right now. And I've paired it with these high-waisted, wide leg culottes. This is from Sandro. And trousers now, again, we're moving away from really skinny trousers to higher waisted, more relaxed, menswear inspired trousers. So this is that, but shorter. So we have these, and I'm wearing a very comfy, warm cashmere turtleneck from Maj as well. And I've paired it with a pair of slouchy boots from H&M. So these boots are actually thigh high, but I've managed to sneak them under here. These H&M boots are a bit slouchy, and right now that's sort of the direction that boots are going. So for a long time we were wearing really skinny boots that were tight against the entire leg, but right now you can see here there's a big width of the shaft, and so it allows a lot more space. And I think in general that works really well with the culotte and their proportions. So I don't think a culotte works really well with a skinny boot. It might look a little bit off. And I also have a heel here on this boot, but you can easily change this to a flat riding boot if you don't like wearing heels. I would just keep the shaft a bit wide like this. And also I would probably stick to a pointed toe, because I think when you're wearing a really strong menswear inspired look like this, to have a pointed toe gives it a bit more femininity. So, all right, so this is the look. It's the culotte look. And I'll be back with the next one. Hello again. So this is look 2. So this is the base layer of look 2, and I've basically put a sweater, an oversized chunky sweater from Zadig & Voltaire, which has a fuller sleeve, a nice detail. And I've paired it with a pleated skirt from Maj. So I know a lot of you have these types of pleated skirts or silky skirts or slip skirts, and this is how you can wear it in winter. So you basically put a big sweater over it, wear your skirt. I'm wearing it with boots from Jimmy Choo. And underneath, you can just wear lots and lots of long underwear. So that's how you stay nice and cozy. So these are Jimmy Choo shoes, and if they're too high for you, you can definitely still wear them with riding boots again, like I was saying, or some sort of flat boot. What I'm gonna do is put this blazer on top of this outfit. So remember how I was just talking about how blazers have gotten a lot bigger. So this blazer is literally massive. It's my size, but these shoulders sit at least an inch away from my actual shoulder. And you might have seen this blazer on maybe, Hailey Bieber or Kendall Jenner, and they wear it with some cropped top and some acid wash jeans. You're like, I'll never be able to wear that blazer ever. But I want to show you that you really can, okay? So this blazer is from Sandro. And as you can see, huge shoulders, but that's the look. And I've just put it over the sweater and the skirt look. And now we're in a very appropriate winter look and you're completely warm. So we're just gonna talk about coats now that I have this ginormous blazer on, because a lot of people tell me that they can't wear blazers because their coats don't fit over them. And that's because I notice a lot of women love to wear like the really tailored coats. So like a strong shoulder, you know, tailored through the waist. And I think those are really sleek and they look great when you're not in winter, because you can really only fit something really thin under it. Largely because the armhole is too small. When you have something that's so sharply tailored like that, the armhole can only fit so much. So I always recommend that people have something like this in your wardrobe. So this is a felt wrap jacket and it has a drop sleeve. So the armhole here is very big. That means it can fit a lot under it, including this massive blazer, which possibly looks 2 sizes too big, but it isn't. And just throw it on top, drapes all nicely. So this is by Cause, and it's beautiful, as you can see. So yes, I recommend getting a jacket like this to be able to keep warm and layer. And of course you can take this layer off, you can take this layer off and just end up wearing just the sweater and the skirt if you choose to. Okay, so that's look number 2. So this is the base of look number 3, and this is a summer dress that I wore all summer. It's very lightweight, it's seersucker, it's definitely a summer dress. And I guess I chose this because I know a lot of you have summer dresses. They could be floral, they could be, you know, fitted at the waist. This one's a bit baggy because that's how I like to wear it, but they could be any summer dress that you have. So what I'm gonna do is just simply put a blazer over it and ta-da! So what I've done is actually worn it with a pair of boots, and again, lots of tights, long underwear underneath. Nobody will ever know the difference. This blazer, again, a little boxy from Maj. Throw it on top, roll up my sleeves, and there we go. So this is one look with this dress. And I just have another blazer if you want to make it a little bit more tonal. So navy on navy, which is always my favorite. So this blazer is from Zara, and I've had it for a few years, and same idea. So very office appropriate. We take a summer maxi or midi dress, stick a boot under it, throw a blazer on top, and you're good to go. All right, so I'm gonna move on to a just trouser look. So a work appropriate warm trouser look without a blazer. And so I'm wearing these trousers by Victoria Beckham. They're from Holt Renfrew, and I've paired it with a Maj turtleneck, which I wore for a previous look, and I've wrapped around this Uniqlo cashmere sweater. So I'm very warm in this. Oh, and I'm wearing white ankle boots from Zara. So I just want to focus on the trousers right now because we've all been wearing really skinny ankle length trousers for a number of years, and so the type of shoe and how to wear it might not be as intuitive right now. And I think out of everything I've tried, I really feel when you're wearing a wide floor length pant like this, a pointed toe is really the best option. And I just think the proportions feel right versus like, say, something like a rounded toe. So yeah, I think it looks really sleek and it's definitely work appropriate and warm. Okay. Okay, so we were just talking about the long trouser. So as a contrast, I actually wanted to bring the ankle trouser in. Okay, so because I know a lot of you probably own an ankle trouser like this, and in the warmer weather, you probably just wear it with a nice pump like this, and it looks fabulous. So this is an outfit I've worn ad nauseum for the last few years. And I'll show you what I do to switch up the boots so that it continues to look flattering, because of course it looks great with these pumps, okay? So I think the most important thing when wearing a boot with a skinny pant, an ankle pant like this, is to make sure that the opening is really skinny and it really snugs and clings on the ankle. This one's a bit wider, and so I'm going to put both of these on and I'm going to show you the difference. This one is actually, it doesn't actually look that bad, but you'll see the difference in what I'm talking about. So I'm going to take my shoes off and I'm going to throw these guys on. Oof. Oof. And throw these guys on. These are from Zara. I've worn them to death. And I love them because the heel is very short, so I can wear these all day long and walk around the mall and that sort of thing. So this is the slightly wider ankle, and this is my little skinny ankle. And you can see just the difference it makes in the clean line in this leg versus in this leg. Okay, so when you're looking for a boot with a skinny ankle pant, I always recommend something with a really slim ankle like this, like a sock boot. Okay? Okay, and so this is our final look for today. And in this look, I want to talk to you about two main trends this season, one of which is the lug boot. So the lug boot is unquestionably the biggest trend this season in shoe wear. So it's kind of like a souped up Chelsea boot. So it has a Chelsea boot shape, but the sole is really thick. The nose on it is quite bulbous and round, and the ankle is skinnier than a typical Chelsea boot and also taller. So these are from Browns. I love them. You might have again seen them on Instagram, and girls are wearing them with mini skirts, or they have their pants tucked in and their pants are really balloony, and you might think you couldn't wear them, but I'm showing you that you absolutely can. And I've paired it with another trend this season that is also office appropriate, and it's leather. So we're seeing leather everywhere. We're seeing it like leather jumpsuits, leather tops and bottoms together, leather tops, bottoms, and leather jackets on top of it. So leather is huge. These ones are straight cut pants from Cause, and they fit really nicely over this boot. So it's a really nice way to wear a lug boot. I've paired it with a blazer from Maj and this lovely sweater from Zadig & Voltaire. So just going back to the discussion of shoes, I just want to point out why this works with this boot, despite the fact that it's super chunky and the toe is rounded. And it's because this ankle is really thin. Okay, that's why this proportion works really well. So I'm just going to show you that if you actually decide to wear a boot with a thicker sole, such as this one, or sorry, a thicker ankle such as this one, it also works. But you just have to make sure to get the proportions right, that the toe is pointy and the general silhouette of it is really streamlined and clean. So this works because of the toe, and this works because of the ankle. So that's it. I don't want to say goodbye with wearing two different shoes, but I think I might have to. I'm on the Zoom call live, so if you want to ask me any questions after this video, I'm happy to answer them. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll chat soon.